Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and to my subscribers I say a very big thank you to everyone that have taken their time out to watch my videos. I say thank you so much, and if this is your first time here, I say you're highly welcome. So in today's tutorial we'll be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful top. For this top, I'm making use of 2 yards of Ankara fabric, and these are the measurements needed to cut out the top. So I'll be cutting my front and back together, and I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into 4. The first thing I'll be doing is to go down by 1 inch from the top of my Ankara fabric to serve as my shoulder line. And once I'm done, I will connect it with a ruler in a straight line like so. And the next thing is to mark out my shoulder, the half of my shoulder measurement, which is 7 inches, and also mark out the length of my sleeve, which is 8 inches. At the point I mark the 8 inches, I will go down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and I will just connect it with a ruler like so, and I will go down from that same place by 9 inches for my sleeve opening. And what I'm going to do is to indicate, and I will connect in a straight line like so to indicate where my sleeve is, and from there I will draw a line inward that is going to serve as my chest line. Then from my shoulder line I will go down to mark out my top length, and that is 23 inches. And after marking out my top length, I will also be adding 2-inch allowance. I added 2, one for hemming, for turning in my top, and 1 for extra allowance in case my top jumps up after adding the elastic. And I will just go ahead to draw my straight line to indicate that. For this top, I'll be making use of my hip circumference. So I will just go ahead to mark out quarter of my hip circumference, and I will also be adding 4 extra inches allowance. And I already included my sewing allowance, but after making the top it was a little bit tight, so I will recommend you use 5 inches to 6 inches allowance. And I will also mark out the same measurement on the top length, and I will just extend it in a straight line down to the hem in allowance. And now I will just connect it. I'll be making a slight curve to join it to the sleeve, as you can see. For the neckline, we will be making use of the neck width only for the front and back, and I will just go ahead and mark 6 inches for how wide I want it to be. Practically the front and the back have the same neckline, no cutting, and I will just go ahead to mark out where I want my sharing to start from. So I want mine to start a little below my under bust. You can decide to start yours on your under bust or even at the half length, it all your choice. And for how wide I want it to be, I'll be making my own to be 5 inches wide. Depending on how wide you want to do, you can make use of 3, 4, or even more than 5. And that is the part I'll be putting the elastic thread. And now I'll go ahead to add half-inch sewing allowance at the shoulder for joining, and I will just go ahead to cut out my fabric. After cutting, I will go ahead and notch the part I marked out earlier for the elastic thread. And this is to enable me know the part I'll be ruling out, because I'll be making my elastic line on the right side of the fabric. So I will just go ahead and mark out half-inch down as indicated. And the reason why I'm using this is because we will be stitching on the right side of the fabric using the elastic thread. So I will just go ahead and mark out the lines as you can see, and I will open it up and continue the line on the other side. I will repeat the same thing for the other part of the top, and once I'm done, I will head over to the sewing machine to stitch down. So to do the smoking, as popularly called in Nigeria, this is the smoking thread, and what I'll do is to roll it round my ruler, as you can see, don't stretch it, just roll gently till the ruler is full. Just continue rolling and roll till the ruler is full, and once it's full you cut it, and I'll put it inside my shuttle and place it in the shuttle case, and I'll be using my normal black thread on the machine. And the next thing is to place my fabric. Remember I said the right side, and I'm going to stitch down. As you can see, make sure you're not pulling it, and you continue stitching like this. And when you get to the other side, when you get to the end of a line, you don't need to cut the thread, just turn it over and continue sewing like this. You can see the thread is pulling the fabric already, and this is what I'm going to do till I finish sewing on the line, and I will repeat the same thing for the other part. So guys, this is what it looks like after sewing, and I'll go ahead and cut out the excess fabric. I'll just go ahead and notch the neck width, and I'll repeat the same thing for the other part also before joining the two pieces together. So before joining my two pieces together, I will go ahead and stitch down my neck width. You can either stitch it down, or you can use hemming gum to hem that part down, or you can also go ahead to stitch down the shoulder before turning in the neck. Just do what works for you. You will still have the same result. Now that I'm done, I will place my two pieces together with the right side facing each other, and I will just align it. Make sure the sides are equal. You can make use of a pin to hold it down before stitching. And please don't mind my baby boy, it was just being helpful. Okay, so I'll just go over to the sewing machine and stitch the shoulder. Now that I'm done, this is what it looks like. So before joining the side, I'll be folding in my sleeve part just like so. I'll fold it in and stitch it down. Repeat for the other side, and once I'm done, I can now join the sides together, and we are done with our top.